Good morning and welcome to Frontiers of Knowledge segment of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. Our knowledge of the past is so limited that every day new wonder comes up. People have been making fun of Prime Minister Modi and many other votaries of Hindu culture by saying that all they are lauding the old Indian system, Indian learning, are just jingoistic, xenophobic, possibly. But when the science comes to reveal something which is not known to the people, it has to be believed. Nanotechnology is supposed to be the latest technology. I fully remember it was about 20 years back when I first wrote three articles on nanotechnology published in physio.org, and they were hailed as path breaking. I'm not a scientist, but as a human being, as a well read person, supposedly, I wrote about it and I wrote some specific examples that had come up. And that, you know, it started a flood of information about nanotechnology. And now comes the news that the oldest known nanostructures, ancient artifacts, have been discovered in Tamil Nadu. And they date back to 600 years before Christ. Unbelievable, you would say. How is it possible that those people had the knowledge of carbon nanotubes, which are tubular structures of carbon atoms arranged in an ordered manner? But the coatings on the pottery at that time have been there for these 2,600 years, despite long wear and tear, despite climatic changes and the geographical changes. And these oldest human made nanostructures are found in the unique black coating of the ancient pottery, as I said, and they date back 600 years before Christ. There is an archaeological site in a village called Kelandi in Tamil Nadu where this has been found. And it raises the questions on what tools these ancient Indians used during those periods to achieve that high temperature for formulating, making those nanostructures. According to the scientists, these coatings are the oldest known nanostructures known till now. As a matter of fact, the second oldest, again, nanostructure is in India, and it was in 8th or 9th century AD, and it was found in the same place basically. So they, after a gap of 6 centuries, we found it, and then there has been a lull. So India can proudly claim to be the originator and the original users of nanotechnology, which is making waves nowadays. Marvelous, isn't it? Gives an other reason for the Indologists to crow about their old tradition, old knowledge, and everything. And then comes a very, very interesting news. The materials engineers from the University of Texas at Austin have come up with a unique irrigation system. And that's a boon especially to the desert states like Rajasthan, Thar district, Sahara, wherever, What they have done is they have started a new irrigation system and they call it atmospheric water irrigation system. They use moisture absorbing gels in the soil to pull water from the air. The gel is spread in the field and it pulls water from the air, holds the water to feed the plants through the roots, and then releases the moisture back into the air for better growing conditions. What they do is during the night time, the more humid period, they draw the water, hold the water, and when the day begins to warm up and reaches a warmer temperature, they release the water into the soil to feed the roots and make the human condition that help enhance the harvesting cycle. Each gram of soil containing this gel can approximately hold 3 to 4 times more water, and just 1 kilogram of this soil can irrigate up to 1 square meter of the farmland. Not only this, there is no additional watering requirement. So from the atmosphere you get the water, feed your plants, and then release the water back to the atmosphere. Marvelous, I would say. Thank you, scientists from the Austin University, or rather Texas University at Austin, for this marvelous boon to the farmers who are in the deserts, who are in the water starved areas. This is real. And then not only for those people, but the food availability would increase and the hunger that stalks the people maybe is reduced. I put a picture of a new mushroom, a new variety, a new species, which has been found in Meghalaya's new East Khasi Hills district. Now, this mushroom is a very rare mushroom, and the beauty of the mushroom is that it glows and glows with a green color. Now, bioluminescence is a property of a living organism to produce and emit light. Animals, plants, fungi, bacteria, they have been known to release luminance. And this is one of the very rare varieties of mushroom. And the difference is there are other varieties also which have this glow emitting capability, which is called the bioluminescence. But normally this is found in the ocean environment. Here, this is for the first time that they are found on the earth, and that too in the Himalayas. Not only on the earth, but on the mountains. And the chemicals in this mushroom, make the light appear to be green. Actually, according to scientists, this green light is because of the enzyme present in the mushroom in the presence of the oxygen. And due to the chemical reaction, unstable products are released as excess energy that makes the mushroom appear to be glowing. Wow! This is the beauty of the nature, which is revealed to us every day. And that is something that the secrets of nature can never be fully surpassed or fully known to the human knowledge. It will always remain an enigma. And now a very good news for the diabetics, especially those diabetics who are insulin dependent. Every day they have to poke their skin injecting insulin. And some people do it once a day, some two a day. And I have known people who do it as many times as 6 times a day. They take the booster dose, they take the immediate dose after the food, and like that. And now Israelis, innovation kings as they are, have come up with an oral insulin capsule. And this oral insulin capsule is the first effective diabetic treatment without injections. This replaces the frequent insulin shots because they cause pain, they cause inconvenience, and many times people have very clear visible scars which do not heal. So the company called has issued this capsule. The first oral capsule is called Ormond 0801, and the testing has been done. It has been very successful, and 500 million people worldwide who are insulin dependent can possibly hope to have those capsules prescribed, replacing the needles and the syringes. But this is real, a gift to the diabetics. And then that James Bond made famous that statement, diamonds are forever. And also the girl's best friend are diamonds, whether they are or they are not. But being so limited and expensive, they are deemed to be great. But how now comes the news that Australian National University and RMIT University, RMIT University in Melbourne, have joined hands and they have created a diamond. With the result, the diamonds may not be any longer the best friend. They might be forever, but they will not take ages to be formed. Earlier, what used to happen, the real diamonds, they are created after carbon is crushed and heated over billions of years. And that makes them so rare. That makes them so costly. But now these scientists in these two universities have speeded up the process and they can make diamonds in minutes, and not at high temperatures but just at room temperature. They don't need pressure of zillions of tons on the carbon. They don't need 10,000-degree temperature. No, they just room temperature, matter of minutes, and voila. Of course, high pressure is required. They say they created the two diamonds at the room temperature with the pressure of 640 elephants balancing on the tip of a ballet shoe. So how much pressure would be there? And there are two types of diamonds they have made. One is typically worn in the jewelry, and the others are much harder than those diamonds. They are found at the site of meteorites. So these diamonds, which have been made since 1940, were usually industrial diamonds. But these diamonds, the new diamonds being made by Australia, are not industrial diamonds. They are harder launch-like diamond, which has the potential to cut through ultra-solid material on the mining sites. So, this rare and super useful diamond is a product which can be made at the room temperature, and it has been done in the lab-grown diamonds now. And they are being subjected to the heat to see whether heat has any effect. And the first tests have shown it has no effect. So the natural diamonds are usually formed, as I said, in billions of years, 150 kilometers down the earth, temperature of 1832 degrees Fahrenheit, and all that is a story of the past. Tomorrow you might be buying diamond made in Australia, in one of the testing labs, in one of the rooms possibly. And then you would not be saying, well, this is a rare diamond, because such diamonds might be flooding the market. So these are the few nuggets of knowledge to enhance and widen the horizons of knowledge and make you go further down the path of seeking knowledge, being aware of that. Meet next week. Thank you.